And hello everyone, it is Wednesday, March the 3rd. The time is 4:13 p.m. The temperature right now is a rather nice 7 or 8 degrees Celsius. And I stupidly forgot to set my thumbnail for this video. I just whipped out my camera and decided to start recording. I can't see your chat yet, guys. Sorry if I'm missing anyone jumping in. I'm still fiddling with this. Okay, I think I'm set up. There we go. No winter hat tonight, but since my hair is still rather stupid, we are rocking a hood, and I'm kind of stupidly wearing my coat. Whoa, there goes a Up Express train. So hello to everyone who joined. Sorry if I missed your names. I normally read everyone's names out, but hello. Steph Curry is at Hove Park. It's summer. HOV Park, I believe. Yes, it's quite warm today. So warm, I highly regret wearing my coat right now. Mark says it's warm in the northern hemisphere. Yes, Mark, we stole some of your weather. Oh, here comes another train. So I am in the Junction Triangle. Well, I'm actually right beside the Junction Triangle. There goes a GO train. Tobias says, welcome to the neighborhood. Hello, Jenny K. Jenny did see the trades. Hello, Mario, and everyone else. Calvin and Linda. There's a look north up Dundas Street West. Yes, north up Dundas Street West. That sounds funny, but that is in fact what we're looking at. All right, Daisy, enjoy your homework. Jose asking for a shout out. All right. Hello, Peter Stock down in Florida. Hope you're doing well. So there is a look south along the rail tracks. And just to the right of here is Dundas West Station. Although that is not where I'm coming from. I actually walked over here from Jane Station pretty much. I just recorded a walking video that went across Antler Street, which is a rather interesting street just to the south of the Junction neighborhood. C204 was watching Action Kid and got to see a boat in the water sticky. That's awesome. So this here is the West Toronto Rail Path. So what I'm going to do is just kind of wander around the Junction Triangle neighborhood. I'm going to head north along the rail path up to DuPont. There's a wide angle look. Head south down Symington and we'll work our way across some of the residential side streets here. Then I don't really know. Although my viewing counter is conveniently stuck at 45. Let me take a look here at my stream and let's just verify that we are in fact up and running. Okay, so it says we are. So we are live. Thanks for confirming, guys. Big S says hello to Bevy if you're in the chat. Yeah, we have a very nice sky today. And well off into the distance there is the Yorkville neighborhood. So we'll let a few more people jump in. Do you mind putting a map up like you used to in your... I still do put maps up. I put maps up in all my videos, except for the live streams. I'm not going to do that on these for technical reasons, and obviously I don't know exactly where I'm going yet. But I always put a map up at the start of my videos. I look like an evil genius. Hello, Michael Nguyen. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll head down to the rail path. I was hoping to catch another train while we're up here, but oh, okay, we got one train coming. Let's watch this train scream by. What kind of train are we looking at here? Let me know if the audio is okay. Oh, it looks like a GO train. Urban Trail says I gotta cut Mayor Tory some slack. Why would I cut someone who doesn't even do their job any slack? Audio crystal clear, audio spot on. Thanks for confirming, guys. So this train is going to be stopping here, and then it's going to be heading south to Union Station. We seem to have a rather low view count so far. That's all good. This is the Georgetown GO line, says Tobias. So there's the train pulling into the station. As soon as it pulls out, we'll leave and head up the rail path to DuPont. Jeanette. Thank you, Jeanette, for the $5. Afternoon, Johnny and friends. Good afternoon to you, Jeanette, down in Houston. I hope everything is sorted by now. Hello, Ramses. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces back in the chat. We had kind of a very different stream yesterday. It was much colder than this. I also started probably an hour later. But the good news is I've recorded my video for tomorrow. I even recorded a Stumbles video for tomorrow. So I'll be able to go home and edit those. And the GO train is still in the station. C204 was watching when I went to Popeyes. There's a look over to Yorkville.
Can't drop anything. What are you doing?
I believe that's what you'd call a green rooftop. So this is the rail path. So we'll walk north up alongside some old industrial buildings. Oop, I was still zoomed in a little bit. C204 says easy to get on that roof, yeah.
That's what she does.
Hello, Terratopia. Whew, that looks a lot like my mask. I just put my hand, and that's kind of how I fold it when I put it in my pocket. I just had to check to make sure that wasn't mine. No, it wasn't. Hello, Susan. Welcome to yet another stream. So this is the Junction Triangle area. So what I'll do, I already explained what I'll do, but I'm gonna head north up the rail path, and then I'll wander south through this neighborhood here. There's some interesting streets and things to see, and I'll eventually make my way south down to Dundas. Hello, Michael from Ireland. Hello, Michelle. Dahyam lives around here. I thought you lived around High Park, right? High Park is just to the southwest of here. There's the Gaspar Cafe. So I actually came south down this way in the Stumbles video I just recorded. What's up? Zach McNally in the house. Get your mushroom puree soup, spicy hot chocolate, and homemade apple cider. I wonder if they serve you through one of these windows here. Hello, Diet. Yeah, there's a mix of what I would say is vandalist graffiti and quality street art along here. Decks for rent. Hey Johnny, is it cold? No, it's about 8. 7 or 8. It's actually kind of nice. No winter hat, although you can see some of my not yet cut hair. Greetings in San Antonio, Pabletis. Where are you, Fan Buses Gaming? Susan says Rogers hates her today. I think Rogers is not a fan of your neighborhood. People are asking, where's Bevy? I have no idea. All right, Jenny K. Have yourself a good evening. Oh, you're up in Peterborough. I should have known that. I'm pretty sure you've told me before. You the best YouTube Johnny, says William. I don't know. Don't know about that. But I thought it was too good of a day to not at least come out and make some videos. Although if you're here for last night's stream, we had just about the prettiest damn sunset I've ever seen in my life. And it turns out it was newsworthy. There's pictures all over Instagram that people took last night, including one of mine. I saw it on the news. There's a thread on Reddit about it. So I got ridiculously lucky choosing to be in that particular spot last night. So if you find this part boring because we're just walking down the rail path or walking up it, sorry about that, but we'll be jumping off probably in about 4 or 5 minutes. Cortez missed the sunset. Well, you can pop into my Instagram if you want to see the picture I took during the stream. Oh, that's a Rosinol. That's a nice glove. It's a lot like the pair I left on the bus in Scarborough. I don't think this qualifies as street art. These are just enormous tags. What is the Instagram? Just type Johnny Strides, all one word, and you will find it. Hello, Brad. And Marie. I don't know if it's Mary or Marie. I don't want to say the wrong one. You've probably told me before. I'm like one of those teachers that never remembers how to pronounce their student's name. Not that you're my student, probably the other way around. But I am stuck on 3 minutes and 45 viewers, so I have no idea how long we've been streaming for or how many people are watching. I should really stop talking about that, but it's hard to gauge things when your heads-up display on your phone isn't working. I have uninstalled this software, I've reinstalled it. I have done these streams from both of my phones. I have two of the same phone. One of them I just hotspotted to the other one. Didn't matter which phone I've used. I've still had the same damn problem. So maybe I'm just cursed. Marty Wasaga subbed to my IG a week ago. Thank you. And I have no idea if I'll do a stumble stream later. Probably not. Hello, Jim. Hello, the Magic Entertainer. So we are almost at DuPont. This building here, its address is actually DuPont Street, it looks like. And I mentioned this on the video I just filmed, but I thought this building, excellent candidate for a loft conversion. It looks like it's a self-storage facility. So we're about to pass over DuPont Street. Aram, $4. Aram, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the super sticker. Michelle says, we got you, Johnny. Ask, we will give you an answer. Chevy with the €5. Thank you, Chevy. Do you work in the photo media biz? YouTube notwithstanding, no. Marty, this is all I do. And up until I started this channel, I had no idea what Instagram even did. And I still don't, to be honest with you. All right, here's my stupid hair. Somebody needs a haircut after that disastrous self-haircut last time. All right, I was gonna head down here at DuPont, but maybe I'll just walk north for a block or two and we'll head down this Antler Street, and then I'm gonna walk east, I think, along DuPont over to Symington, and then we can start heading south through the Junction Triangle neighborhood, more of it. Oh. And I still don't know, what does these shoes mean? I could easily just grab them. Look at that, they're right there. Teratopia says, I could Zoom her daughter's adult teach me. Johnny looks like an adult. Dennis the Menace. Susan, you're so kind. Hello, James from Sarnia. Isn't Dennis the Menace kind of a brat? All right, so the rail path doesn't go too much further north than here, but I think we can bend off to the right here. Thank you, Maria O. Goodbye, William. So for some people have asked me, what's up with Ken? Why he hasn't streamed lately? I talked to Ken today, and he mentioned that he might stream on Saturday. So if you're interested in following him, head to the Ken Continuum, one word. And he has been hustling, putting out videos every day, doing a fantastic job. The regular non-streaming videos are, believe it or not, a lot more time consuming and a lot more work than these live streams. So I think Ken does a fantastic job. I can kind of appreciate all the work he does. And hopefully I'll catch his live stream on Saturday. And if I'm out live streaming myself, maybe I can go catch Ken. And hello, Jennifer Goldie. I saw your name pop up. You've got that really bright avatar that's hard to miss. Susan says, is living at Yonge and Eglinton better than Koreatown? Trying to scope out places to rent. Ooh, Susan, they're entirely different neighborhoods. Personally, I'm very near and dear to Koreatown. But if you think of the kind of places you're going to end up in, like a basement or a floor of a really old house, there's not really much rental stock or condos. What I mean by rental stock is purpose-built rentals, whereas at Yonge and Eglinton, there's an assload of that stuff. And Yonge and Eglinton is super, super convenient. So, I don't know. I would say go explore each area and find out. So this is the north end of the West Toronto Rail Path. So maybe I'll find my way south all the way to Dundas and come up the other part, so we'll complete the entire West Toronto Rail Path. Dylan Reynolds in the house. Vivian Johnson. Hello, Vivian. I hope you're doing well. So here is the beginnings of the West Toronto Rail Path. West Toronto Diamond Crossings. Yeah, Susan, so sorry, I don't really have a concrete answer, but truthfully, I would be happy with either one of those, to be honest with you. Would love to see Etobicoke area. Yeah, I've streamed from Etobicoke a few times. And as we get into better weather, I'll probably venture further out a bit more often. Are you going to have a shamrock shake? So we are right here right now at the bottom, and I started no, I am dumb. I'm very dumb. We started here. No, we are here, and I started right here, I think. You guys get the idea. We are somewhere, and I started somewhere else, and eventually we'll come around. Dylan has a meeting today at 5 p.m. with the YEC Club, if anyone wants to join him on it. Hey everybody, it's me, Dylan. Come to my meeting. They'll give you a free Diet Pepsi. It'll be flat. Inyo Pontes, 20 Brazilian real for a cup of coffee. Thank you, Inyo. So we have to go to this local landmark up ahead here, because this is the top of the Junction Triangle. Are you on DuPont? I'm north of DuPont, but if you're wondering why the Junction Triangle has the name it does, well, picture a triangle, of course, and this is the top. And off to the right there is another rail track that I think heads south. And just here to the left, the rail track heads south, and they meet at a point thus forming a triangle, and everything within it is considered the Junction Triangle. And just to the northwest of here is the Junction neighborhood, which gets its name from having an interchange of several rail tracks through it. So there's definitely a lot of old history in these areas, despite a lot of the newer, more modern homes. So now we will head south to DuPont Street, which will be an interesting little retail area, and I'll head over to Symington. Hello, the Prairie Girl. She's been putting up some excellent videos around the center of the country. Head over there and check those out if you're interested. Had some gimbal problems because of the extreme cold. And this Prairie Girl, are you ever going to engage in live streaming? If you want to give your channel a nice little boost, I would recommend doing it. Michael Nguyen, not off the top of my head. That is not ringing a bell. I'm going to go to the other side of the street just because I'd rather not walk along the parked cars. We get a better view. Michael Gray has to leave shortly before his boss comes back. Ooh, the big bad boss. So everyone has been wondering what the state of my hair is like. There we go. I think it looks kind of ridiculous. I screwed up cutting the bangs. And the sides definitely need a trim. But I have my fingers crossed for March 8th. If the dummy who runs the province lets us get our haircut then, and our weasel mayor goes along with it, I'll be able to get a haircut, hopefully. I'm going to leave whoever does it a big fat tip, even if they do a horrible job. Rocky says I look older. Toronto is on the verge of being the city in the entire world with the world's longest quote-unquote lockdown. And even though our numbers are actually better than a lot of major centers in the US and Canada, for some reason they're still suffocating the businesses here. I think Miss Davila and Miss Tory, might as well call them Miss Tory, ought to step down in shame. Just my opinion, you can disagree with me and we'll still get along and be friends. Busy Bees Auto paint and body shop. So this is very much an industrial kind of area, and the reason for that is it's along the rail tracks. Kohana says, my haircut is okay. Thanks, Kohana. I have Kohana's official haircut seal of approval. And there's where we just were, the West Toronto Rail Path. Torre is pandering to everyone. I don't think he's pandering to local businesses or their employees. I actually don't think he's doing anything. Absolutely nothing. He handed over all the policy decisions to a doctor who we didn't elect. And he is not, I don't know. Let's be positive, and let's just assume that on March 8th, the right thing will happen. The Magic Entertainer cut her own hair, but it's still too long. She filmed it too. All right, hello, Neon Tom. So now I'm walking with the sun on in my back. Here's an old school repair garage. Maria O says 378. Is that the number of people watching? Are we at 378? That's not bad. I did start this a bit earlier than I normally do. We still have a lot of people at work. LDK says that bridge makes them think it's going to collapse. All right, thanks for the updates, guys. Let me manually figure. So by my calculations, we should be about 30 minutes into the stream. In case you're wondering why I'm wondering these things, because I can't see them because of this beautiful software. Do you ever take Beck cabs? Not in a very long time. Have you been to 163? I've walked by that Hadley, but I don't know exactly what it is off the top of my head. There's 1640 DuPont. And Jeanette, since you are in the chat, you'll be pleased to know that I walk by a beautiful library in tomorrow's video. A really, really old one that goes back to the early 1900s on Annette Street. There's Rancho Relaxo. Fish tacos, pulled pork. Rancho Relaxo to go. I wonder if that's related to the location down on College Street. Lace says, I may show your house someday. You know what? I might show my house someday. It'll either be a Patreon and channel members exclusive that I'll upload to the Stumbles video, or maybe I'll just upload it on as a regular video for everyone. I don't really know, but at some point I try to do a video on my other channel every other day, and I try to do a video on this channel every day. But at some point I'm not going to have a video for the Stumbles channel. And when that day comes, I'll probably quickly do a house tour. Now let's just keep walking on this side of the street. Peter Stock, $5. Maybe if you ask nicely, Dylan will cut your hair. Dylan has his YEC meeting. There's the Canadian Madeira Club. I don't know what that's all about. Hive Hawk Hair Studio. I would walk into any of these hair studios and pay $100 for a haircut right now if they were allowed to do it. Makers of bespoke furniture. Thank you again for the super chat, Peter. Alex is assuming I did a video around here. I did a video on Annette Street, but I think this part of DuPont is due for a video. So I will probably plan a video along here at some point in the near future. And look at this word across the street here, library. Is that a library? I think that's just the name of a store. But it's right next to a rather neat old home. And it is Love Chicks. What's a library? All right, so when I get to Symington, we'll maybe head south and explore some more of the Junction Triangle. I suppose I just could have done DuPont. Maybe I'll ask everyone when I get there. Pizza Dad Bod in the house. So if you're wondering, we are walking east along the north side of DuPont. Are you heading towards Dundas or away from it? Well, we are walking away from Dundas, but my plan is, or it was kind of, to go south. But I'm kind of getting tempted into just staying on DuPont Street here. So I don't really know. The only line is $7. Nice day in Brooklyn. Also 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Thanks for the great videos. The Only Lioness. Thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated. No, John Tory will be sitting at his desk not doing anything. That's not true. John Tory won't be doing nothing. He'll be drawing up transit plans on the back of napkins. No, call them Smart Track. Maybe somewhere in there will be a one-stop.
Buddy.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Who is this?
It's Edward.
Edward.
I don't message a lot on your thing, but I just keep it on in the background while I work from home.
Oh, neat.
Just going for a quick walk and noticed that you were around the neighborhood, so just wanted to say hi.
So you live in the Junction Triangle?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome neighborhood. It's my first time streaming from here, but we'll be back.
All right.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, nice to see you.
Yeah. See you soon.
Cheers, stay safe. There we go, a little recognition. So this is Symington Avenue. We finally get to see Edward in the flesh. Bella, what are the demographics? I don't know, but I imagine Google holds the answer to that. Jumbo TV says none of the leaders care about small businesses. No, they don't seem to. So I'm going to go south here. We're going to stick to the original plan. And what I will do is at a future date is I will come back and we will stream across the entire length of DuPont Street. But we're going to stick to the Junction Triangle tonight. So maybe next week or so, we'll come back and do a DuPont stream. Linda, $3.99. Thank you, Linda LW. It's very much appreciated, Linda. Look at this. That's a really funky addition. The leaders only care about Loblaws and Costco. Well, you forgot Walmart and Amazon. They certainly care about those places. Yes. Okay, so you can hear me through my phone now, right? Okay, so I lost part of my microphone. I lost the little fuzzy bit that shields from the wind. Thankfully, today is not a windy day. Technical difficulties. It's okay. So I have 3 of these microphones, and I have now lost that piece on 2 of them. So I have, and this microphone is 119 bucks, and that stupid little piece doesn't fit on any other microphones there. It only fits on this particular model. And I'm now down to just 1 on 3 mics. Maybe what I'll do is I'll see if I can write the company. Sure, and see if I can order just a whole crap load of them. That is the one downfall of this mic, is it doesn't have the standard microphone attachment. So this is Antler Street. Let's go down Antler Street. Vivian says, so much snow we must have had. Indeed. Sorry, we're walking right into the sun here. But we're just going to kind of cut through the Junction Triangle as I make my way down to Dundas. Ooh. There's a neat laneway. Yeah, there's nothing to be scared of. Just a little piece of foam. Susan says she can hear clicking. Perth Park and School coming up. Tough neighborhood. I don't think this is a tough neighborhood. Let's take a quick look at this park. And I'm going to readjust my microphone. You should sue the owners of those shrubs. I was actually lifting my phone up out of the way of the guy who was walking at me. Susan says the clicking is gone now. So here's the park. So there's the microphone missing the little bit, and this piece is a lot smaller than a standard lav microphone. Maybe if I zip it up, that'll pull it in and shield it from the wind a little more. I don't know. I'm gonna fix my microphone situation. Give me a second, guys. I know exactly how to fix my microphone here. Johnny needs more dead cats. Oh, I have lots more. It's just this particular model is super fussy, but I have an idea that's gonna fix it right now. There we go. We are inside where it should be nice and shielded. Not from the wind, but from my own stupidity. Nothing like a good old microphone mishap. There's a playground. Why do you hear kids? Here is an artificial surface. Turn left at Wallace to see Ubisoft Toronto. Decent coffee shop across from there too. All right. How far ahead is Wallace? I didn't know. There's some neat houses here. I missed a super sticker. Uh-oh. Lines and Trails, $6.99. Lines and Trails, sorry about that. I was so busy fiddling with my microphone mishap that I missed your super sticker. These look like some Cabbagetown style homes. All right, let's go check out the home of Ubisoft Canada. I remember when the Nintendo Wii came out, Ubisoft was just cranking out shovelware. St. Luigi Catholic School. It's a me, St. Luigi. Thank you, Mark. Just gonna point the camera at these homes here. True Audio has recording stuff. Thanks, Ryan. The problem is this is a very specific fitting piece, but it's okay. I'll work out a solution. I have other foam tips. Maybe I could just crazy glue one. It's no big deal. Are you at Bloor? No, we are heading towards Bloor. But we are just checking out some of the residential streets here in the Junction Triangle. Ian says no local walking video from Vancouver. That's kind of a shame. I know my walk around occasionally does some in Vancouver. Someone likes safari animals over here. Oh, I almost walked into that. Susan says kind of reminds her of Palmerston. There's the arched lofts. So this would have been an old church. I walked by some old lofts on my video today on Antler Street, and there was a unit in there for $3.3 million. So some of these things are not cheap at all. There's Lucky Convenience Store. They cut keys. And you can play the lotto there. So I was told if I go left here, we will get to the headquarters of Ubisoft. Clicking, scratching sound has returned. It's probably just this cable. Maybe it's my feet dragging across this. But if anyone wants to look up one of these units here, apparently at 26 Wallace Avenue, you can buy yourself a unit in a converted loft here that used to be a church. But yeah, they unloaded the salt. Hopefully that was the clicking and scratching sound that you heard. Ooh, look at this. We can see right behind this church. Well, let me know if those sounds persist. Maybe I can find a new place to put my microphone. We're moving it up a little bit. You have one of the extra foam tips? No, I have a whole bag of foam tips, but they don't fit on this model. They fit on my other lav mics, but I don't like those lav mics. I like this lav mic. It's okay. Hello, Randy. Victoria says, what is Bevy's channel's name? It is Bevy YHZ. Malatesta, I am well. How are you? Are you having spaghetti again? So I think this is Wallace and Symington. I'm gonna let one car go by. There's the Wallace Market. Someone's got some interesting music tastes. Oh wow, let me mute it for a second, guys. Tobias, what store? I will gladly photo or record a store if the owner threatens to call the police. Let them call the police. The police will have a good laugh. There's an ice cream, soda, and comic book shop. Here's Tom's Variety. That's a rather quaint looking old place. Left here takes you to Yowza, an animation studio. So I have wandered out of the Junction Triangle. But that's okay. We'll head south to Bloor once we get to Ubisoft. Look for the pretty red brick loft building on the left at the end of the stretch. Will do. They waved at me. I missed it. Sorry if I missed it. Sometimes I'm looking down at my feet, making sure I'm not about to trip over everything. So this is the edge of the Junction Triangle right here. So is this the Barrie Go line? Chuck Diamond. Hello, Chuck Diamond. Hope you're doing well, Chuck D. There we have Halo. What is Halo? Is that a craft brewery? Phuoc Ton Company. Cafe Neon. Thompson's Homeopathic Supplies. Isn't homeopathic like garbage science? Where they say they put some molecules that have active ingredients in some water and it remembers their properties? I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of bullcrap, right?
Made me feel weird because like you shouldn't.
Is this where Ubisoft is? Here, I'm gonna pull up my phone. So guys, I'm just gonna pull my phone out here for a sec. But look at this building. So according to Michael, this is where Ubisoft is. Maybe we can get the wide angle. So for you gaming geeks out there, oops. You also noticed my biblical references. I didn't know give up the ghost. That's just a figure of speech. So we're gonna head over to Lansdowne. You missed the logo on the, no, I saw we pointed right at the logo on the doors. What are you talking about? No, that was not my ringtone, Susan. That was a YouTube ad. Home of Far Cry 5, a couple of Assassin's Creed games. Watch Dogs Legion. So that's where some good stuff gets cranked out. Rod, that's pretty hilarious. So we're gonna walk up to or over to Lansdowne here. Then we're gonna go south. What is this thing in front of this house? Hello, Bevy. What is that? Oh, it's a lift for accessibility. That's neat. Pepper's Pub and Grill. They do not look like they're hanging in there so well. Thank you, Judas King. There's Paris Bakery and Pastry. So we are at Lansdowne and Wallace. So here's a cute little retail area. Okay, so let's head south down to Bloor. Dina's Coin Laundry. Whoa. Did somebody get evicted? I hope someone just didn't have all their stuff thrown out on the side of the street. That would suck. The Magic Entertainer has been to that Paris Bakery, and here's a huge plot of land on the right. There's some kind of factory behind it. They were just tidying up the place. Used to be a bus repair building. Jennifer says giving it away. I hope. You think they'd put a sign up saying free crap. I can start to hear my keys jangling around in my pocket. What's my favorite candy? I'm a fan of the Big Turk chocolate bar. We don't say candy bar in Canada, we say chocolate bar. But we're all noticing the interesting fence art. That was the Lansdowne bus division. They can't build on it because it's contaminated. So they're gonna have to wait a set period of years. They can also excavate all the soil and replace it or clean it, but that's incredibly expensive. And even then, it still might fail contamination tests. I know there's a big site in Mississauga where a refinery used to be near Mississauga Road and Lakeshore that had that problem. It was a huge, incredibly valuable parcel of land, but because there used to be a refinery on it, the soil was so dirty, they couldn't do anything. So I guess that's a similar situation to this lot here. Bevy lived one blick over at St. Clarence. That must be East Coast speak. Perhaps. You never tried Big Turk, then you don't know what you're missing. These are some really old ass homes. So I will turn right on Bloor Street here and head back over into the Triangle, and then we'll head south down a big contemporary art gallery. And I'll eventually end up at Dundas. And from there, maybe I'll hop onto the rail path and walk north up to Dundas West Station. I don't really know. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to turn left on Bloor here or right on Bloor? It's kind of up to you guys at this point. We toured the Junction Triangle. Alex says left on Bloor. He wants to go to where the action is. It's going to be more of the same if I go right. Brad says right, John says left. Chuck says left. Yahia says left. Left might be winning. Ooh, our Patreons are all saying left. So here's, oh, they closed Lansdowne Station's entrance on the other side. All right, guys, we're gonna go left. Sorry to who wanted to see the museum. We will be back. I'll do another West Toronto Railpath stream and we'll hang out in that area. But popular sentiment seems to be left. And from a metrics point of view, let's cross the street here. This is the smarter route for me to take. Sorry, I just gotta check my phone for a second. Binder says go right, more action. I kind of think left. If I went right, I would have continued through just going south. So we're gonna go left here. I think we'll pick up some more viewers. So that was the Triangle. Go left until you see Ken. I don't think Ken is out right now. I talked to him earlier today and he said his streaming plans weren't till Saturday. All right, Hadley.
Bye guys, thank you.
TTC is working on Lansdowne Station accessibility. That's always a good thing. And it's a very small inconvenience to have to cross the street while they install elevators. Jonathan Craig, 500 people equals 500 likes. Come on. Thank you, Jonathan Craig. And if you haven't, click the SUBSCRIBE word on my channel. Hopefully the audio is holding up. I'll tell you what's not holding up. My lower back. I slept funny last night and I woke up with a janky back. And normally after being up and walking around for a bit, it gets better, but it has not today. So I'm just kind of powering through it. Olga, $10. Olga. Thank you very much. And we are in the business improvement area known as Bloordale. I say business improvement area because I don't think the locals refer to it as Bloordale. Rod says that's just getting old. My memory foam mattress is now going on 8 years. So it's pushing the end of its proper lifespan. So it might be time to call up our friends at Tempur-Pedic and get a new one. There's Growers Retail. Our business is cannabis, not Brewers Retail, Growers Retail. That was the Texaco refinery in Mississauga. Well, there we go. Is this Lansdowne? We are just to the east of Lansdowne. Maybe if Ken was out, we'd find him in this place here. That's the House of Lancaster. I don't know if this location has been shuttered. Their location in Etobicoke closed down. That would be a gentleman's club, as per the sign. Rub Vicks area on the back if reachable. Great remedy for light to moderate pain. Thanks, Vivian. I don't have any Vicks, but I could maybe pick some up. Bill Chow, thank you for the update. I am still stuck on 4 minutes and 45 viewers. There's Duffy's Tavern. So we're heading towards Dufferin here. So maybe we'll just stick to Bloor for a while until I decide to call it a day. Tiger Bomb, says Tara. Say hello to Brazil. If I could speak Portuguese, I would say it in Portuguese. Why is that car moving forward right as people are crossing? Michelle Briggs, I think Johnny keeps calling you Vivian. Oh, sorry, Vivian. I see the green circle on the screen and I assumed that was you. If you guys could see how tiny the text is on the phone, you'd hopefully appreciate how hard it is to read these chats while I'm walking. Regina says go to the subway station. No, it's still early. We're gonna keep moving to the east for a while. Yeah, if you're buffering, just hit refresh. If it was a problem, I would be able to see it on my end. I'd have a connection warning. Here's the Burdock. This place is a fantastic little pub, and they have a terrific patio area out here. So hopefully on the 28th, they'll at least be able to serve people outside. I have a feeling they won't. But on a day like this, I think the bars that are capable of seating people outside would actually be quite busy, even if they didn't have heat lamps. I think the people are so itching to support them and to get out and do something. I think they'd all be packed. And I think I would be joining them. There's Bloor Collegiate Institute. Just go in the subway station and ride on it. Then we would lose the stream. Do you have, any of your videos have coverage of the Don Jail? I have walked by the Don Jail and Bridgepoint Health a number of times. Last night's video, we went right by it. I took the streetcar from King over to Broadview, and we hopped out and got a view of the skyline. Well, there's our first CN Tower sighting of the day. Good night, John Stevenson. Can we see the tower? It's a little more than just the tip. Have you ever walked past the Toronto South Detention Centre? Is that the one in Etobicoke? I've ridden my bike past there. It used to be a really old jail, and they tore it down and built a modern facility. So this should be familiar territory. This is Dufferin and Bloor. Just to the south of here is Dufferin Grove Park and Dufferin Mall. I said in one of my videos I thought the Walmart at Gerrard Square was the closest one to downtown, but I think it's actually this Walmart. Hello and good morning in Tokyo. Are the malls open? Stores are open for curbside pickup only, but you can't just go in and wander around the mall. You'll get met with security and you'll have to show some kind of pickup order to get into most of them. There's a look back at Dufferin and Bloor. There's my in need of another haircut, not a self-haircut. This Walmart is always packed. The one at Gerrard Square is small. You know what, Susan? I've never been to the one at Gerrard Square. I've only walked by it. And here's a Toronto landmark. The A&W and Popeyes in one block. I remember streaming by this in the summer. Man, the streets are busy over here tonight. I'm gonna scoot ahead these people on the bike lane. There's the Bloor and Gladstone Library for you, Jeanette.
Oh, you mean she's dated?
I have dark circles under my eyes. I got a pretty good night's sleep last night. I started watching a new show. It's not a new show. Oh, here's another former Starbucks. The long list of former Starbucks continues to grow. I watched a show called Younger on Amazon about a 40-something who is living life as a 26-year-old. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm 3 episodes in. But it got good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I think this place is super creepy. Bevy says Younger is hilarious. Sorry. I said sorry and he called me an effing something. Does anybody carry change in their pockets anymore? So we are approaching Ossington Avenue up ahead here. Maybe that was Ryan Rides that just went by. Caramel Cafe and Desserts. This area is full of bars that I think are just ready to explode once they can reopen. Look at all the people out now. Imagine this place in a week from now, if we finally get our wish. Leonardo, maybe someone could recommend a Canadian TV series for you. I'm very much out of the loop on that. Rebel loves a coinage. Ryan Rides recommends The Beachcombers. I used to watch that. I think it came on right after The Raccoons. And here's the Paradise, an old theater. Oh. And I think the owner is putting in a restaurant in the base. I think that's where the restaurant is supposed to go. And they're selling wine now in the lobby. Susan says it looks like I might have walked past her cousin. Send her a text. Yep, The Boys is, a lot of things are filmed in Toronto. I did a walk maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago through the film studio district. And I walked by Revel, although there's some much bigger film studios in the city. So we are at Dover Court. Another landmark ahead. Look at this, we have Sessions Cannabis right across the street from Tokyo Smoke moving in. That's a huge Tokyo Smoke. Peter Stock says Rescue 401. I think there's an Enterprise rent-a-car just up here on the right. I never really got into Kim's Convenience. Have you been to the Peterborough lift locks? No, I haven't. I think CJ Hoyle might have, though. BB Plop says society going to pot. Hey, if it's sustainable, I'm not against it. Michelle, I watched the first season of Kim's. I also watched the first season of Schitt's Creek, and I didn't really continue on both of those. And I'm halfway through the second season of Dead to Me, and I don't think I'll go back and finish that. How could we forget about corner gas? I actually watched more of the animated Corner Gas series. And of course there's Trailer Park Boys. The Rooster. Ambassador. So here is the Delaware entrance or exit from Ossington Station. You could take Ossington South down to West Queen West and you will be in Hipster Central. Oh, the Piston looks like it's closing up. SCTV was the best. Here's another weed shop. Michelle is sad to hear that. You know what? I'm almost through Superstore. And I don't even think I love it. I just like it. I think Mark McKinney's character, Glenn, has kind of turned into a Ned Flanders. He's gotten more and more ridiculous. How is this guy anything without TTS? I don't know what you mean by that. Jeanette, going to drive home. Have a great evening. Johnny and friends. Jeanette, thank you for your second super chat of the stream. Drive home safely in Houston, Jeanette. Glad you're well. Chuck Diamond says, didn't Second City move? Yes, they moved to 1 York. They were right behind Wayne Gretzky's, but that is all making way for a new development. And I think Second City moved into a spot that was originally going to be a Target. Target had leased out a spot and a new building. And when they exited Canada, there's a giant spot in that building that needed an occupant. And I think they cut a deal with the Second City. Mark just started watching Age of Samurai. He says it's really good. Which way does the water flow when they flush the toilet? Activate TTS in the chat. All right, I don't know what that is, but I'll have a convo with Action Kid about it. He's my resource for these things. So we are at Bloor in Ossington. There's Bad Dog Comedy Theater across the street. Mark says water flows downwards. It's text-to-speech. All right, guys, I'll look into it. I don't know, Bevy. Sorry, Susan. I read Bevy's and Susan's message at the same time. I'm getting everyone's messages mixed up. There's Bloomers. I thought that said Boomers. So this area is kind of dive bar central, but in a good way. Okay, let me pull down Carling Avenue for a second. I just need to check something. Here's another patio. Hopefully this will be full of life in a week. I say that a lot, but I really, really hope so. Sorry guys, I'm just checking one thing here. Bevy said to show my hair again. Oh, there's the baseline. I have been there. Did you buy Presto Monthly pad? There we go. Maybe it doesn't look terrible, but when you look at the sides, it's so good. My Presto Pass came courtesy of Mike Landry this month. Did you check out Firefly Lane? Not yet. And it looks like these businesses might be getting ready to... Did they announce something? It looks like they're setting up these sidewalk patios again. They're getting ready to serve some customers outdoor. Maybe they have some insider information. This is potentially really good news. Are you guys opening up soon? Or is this for outdoor patio? You don't know? Just getting ready in case?
We're just gonna prepare.
I hope next Monday or March 8th.
I hope so too.
All right, well,
Thank you, man.
I'll be here if they are.
All right, man.
Cheers. So they are, we don't know to what extent they'll open on March 8th, but they are getting ready. I mean, our numbers are definitely good enough. People are itching to get out. The weather's getting nice. Either way, even if we went to a status where they could serve people indoors, I think there's still going to be a huge demand for people sitting outdoors on the patio. So whoever that business owner is, I think is smart. They might actually drastically increase their capacity if they could serve outdoors and indoors. Vegan donuts. Wife from New York says, what a great day in Toronto. It is a pretty great day. What time are we at here? It's only 5:42. Fan buses gaming has not seen Walking Man do. Who knows where that guy is or what he's up to. Vivian, I agree with you. That's why I think with the weather getting nicer and people generally feeling more comfortable outside, I think having patios outside is a good idea. We are entering Koreatown, actually. This is Christie Pitts Park on the left. David, I generally treat it the same. I always try to stay to the right on the sidewalk, as any considerate person should do. Although I'll make exceptions to that if it means staying out of people's way. I also generally don't make eye contact at people. If I see small kids, just as a courtesy, I'll try to angle the camera out of their way. That's about it. I pretty much treat small streets and busier streets the same. When it is busy, I do look at my phone screen a lot less. I'm definitely more concentrated on being considerate and staying out of people's way. No, this is not Queen Street. This is Bloor Street West. If you were to think of Toronto in terms of the main retail streets that would be similar to this, it would come down to three. You would have Queen Street, mostly Queen Street West, although you could make a case for Queen Street East. and Yonge Street, of course, and Bloor Street West. Those would be the big three. If these three streets did not exist, I wouldn't have much of a channel. Thank you, Vivian, for summarizing that. The trees and grass look dead. You realize that we're in winter, right? I don't want to say that's a brain dead comment, but that's a brain dead comment. So I walked by Christie Pitts Park in a video a couple of days ago as I walked all the way up Christie Street from Bloor to St. Clair, right past the old Model T factory, which, as some people pointed out in the comments, is an old Planters peanut factory as well. But I forgot to mention that. The Magic Entertainer made out with another guy in this park. I used to live just to the north of this park. I lived on a street called Pendrith, which is just a couple of blocks to the north of here. And Toronto's largest independent grocery store is actually just to the north of here. Oh, someone's blasting music. Rod says J&J is 60%. Yeah, none of the vaccines are close to 100%, but the important thing is their death rates are all pretty much 0%. That's the point of the vaccine. You can get the virus still, but it's far less serious. And that's what we're all after. I would definitely get the J&J if I had a choice. One shot, sign me up. So this is the start of Koreatown. And man, look at all the people out here. There's the subway station.
But it feels like forever that I barely see
Hello, Ian from Scotland. Poop Cafe. Can you order a poop to go? I went to the Poop Cafe once and it was kind of overrated. Okay, Jose. You're gone. Talk about being a negative, whiny little Nancy. Hope that didn't offend anyone. There's Poop Cafe. No, I thought it was overrated and not that good. And Clinton's Bar now has a Korean takeout food stand. You can get tteokbokki and Korean takeout food.
Because of it's bad or like
Clinton's changed ownership in the summer, and unfortunately they cleaned house and got rid of all their staff. And I think that might have meant a menu change as well. But Clinton's was a neighborhood staple, and everyone was quite upset when it closed. But look at this, they've built a full patio, so they too are anticipating getting to open very soon. And you know what? I am more than willing to give the new Clinton's owners a chance. BB Plop says Clinton's had food. Yes, their food was pretty good. I had some vegetarian friends that would always order their cauliflower fried chicken that they said was good. Oh, there's a lineup at PAT. Hello, Danito. And there's a former adult movie cinema, which is now a rock climbing gym. Sanjay thinks patios are about to be open. It seems as if these businesses are banking pretty heavily on getting to open their patios on the 8th. And if you look at the sheer amount of people outside, there's really no measure they could put in place now that's going to keep people from coming out. So you might as well throw a bone to these business owners. There's a walnut cake store. It says, yes, the walnut cakes are excellent. They're on the left side. Yeah, Ken said he would stream on Saturday. Mahmoud, that's a hard question. Nothing's really coming to mind, but I don't not like it. And here's the walnut cakes. This place used to have a green sign, but now it has a red sign. The Magic Entertainer will probably be walking by future bakery, right? I remember when they used to have a location down on Queen Street West. Now they just have their Bloor location. Juno says this is really good. And there's Hair 1010. I used to get my hair cut at this place when I lived in the neighborhood, and the girl who runs it, her name is Kelly. And she is from Korea, and when I moved to Korea, we talked to each other on Skype. That was an interesting experience. There's Hair 1010. Maybe I'll go there when everything reopens. And I think this used to be a Taco Bell too, but now it's just a KFC. Did they get rid of... Yeah, where did the Taco Bell go? It's KFC only now. Juno vouching for the walnut cake. There was a future at Yonge and St. Clair too. There was a Scallywags at Yonge and St. Clair that closed down due to these restrictions. Yeah, you're gonna have to stop complaining about the buffering, buddy. Bill, yeah, although sometimes I stream on Saturday. We'll see. Michael with a burger reclamation. There's the old Honest Ed's straight ahead. They should make all bike lanes like this one. Yeah, the only problem is these bike lanes don't handle right turn situations very well. They kind of encourage cars to hook cyclists when they turn right. You can see right here, although this is no right turn, so this is a horrible example of it.
Also, you're the only person who knows who Curtis Conner is, so I can clap.
And speaking of Korean food, there's my favorite Korean food in Toronto at this place across the street. I've mentioned it before, but there's a place in Korea called Chuncheon that is known for their duck galbi. And I've actually been to that town. And they make the best duck galbi in Toronto. At least in my humble opinion. Get it with the cheese. There used to be a really fun karaoke place right here that was closed down. What are these new construction ahead? These are purpose-built rental buildings. This is replacing the old Honest Eds. They are not condos. I was watching someone else's walking video through Toronto and he kept calling them condos. I'm sure I've done mistakes like that a million times. Kohana's mom says hi. Hello, Kohana's mom. Yeah, Honest Ed's was huge. It was actually a few different buildings kind of daisy-chained together. And just up here on the left is the Pizza from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Maria O says 675 watching, 235 likes. Thank you, Maria. We seem concrete, not steel. Now, why would concrete not be future-proof? As someone who lives in a concrete building, I much prefer that. All right, I hope this guy is not doing such a good job and this doesn't get flagged for copyright, but I hope not. Ricardo says copyright. Yeah, I think he was so far off from the original version that it's not going to get flagged. I think we're good. Whoa, that's a lot of chat. Sorry, guys. Piano bar upstairs Poppers used to be good. There's Poppers. They've got a nice rooftop patio as well. I imagine that rooftop will be packed in a week. And that Popeyes used to be a Korean restaurant. Great to see heaps of people. We had a really nice day the other week. And there was kind of an explosion of people outside. I heard that too, Peter, but I've had no word of that actually happening. And there's another former Starbucks. Yep, we walked by the Ted Rogers hot dogs. Knockout chicken. There's Lee's Palace with the dance cave up top. Sorry guys, just checking something here. Starbucks made a strategic decision to close a lot of stores. And they're going to rely on mobile pickery pickup and delivery. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Fire and flower, cannabis. Yeah, I have not seen the streets this busy this year yet, actually. I've seen Yonge Street this busy, but not Bloor. Jack's, you can eat inside a restaurant, but they'll kick you out. So no, maybe on March 8th. That's kind of the hope.
Grace, that was not a reaction to him. That was
And it's the new Victory Cafe. The old Victory Cafe was in Mirvish Village. And it was in a nice old Victorian style house. Is B&B still there? Yep, I think it's actually expanded. We'll be walking by it in a minute. go in the cannabis shop. They are all curbside pickup only right now, which is weird because you can go into the LCBO and the beer store.
So who cares? You don't care.
I think that's kind of a contradictory stance, that you can go buy your alcohol in store, but you can't do it with cannabis. There's Future Bistro. I always called it Future Bakery, but you're right, it says Future Bistro on it. Davila. She means well, but she's not a policymaker. Dylan Reynolds, how was your YEC meeting? And what the heck was that exactly? The Magic Entertainer would love a cold pint right now. There's B&B Books and the old Brunswick House. Andy, I don't know, but some of the LCBOs and beer stores are kind of small as well. But B&B is a pretty big store. This place used to be called James Joyce. It was a pub, and they got shut down for serving minors. I remember spending a New Year's Eve there once upon a time. Any Krispy Kreme donut around? Yes, there's one to the south of here on Harbord Street. Harbord and Bathurst. There's another one at McCall and Baldwin, and there's another one in the middle of Chinatown on Spadina. So there's 3 Krispy Kremes not too far from here. But they're all quite small. I remember when they first opened, it was a huge store in Mississauga that people used to go crazy for. Mac M, $5. Thanks for the Bloor tour. Thank you, Mac M. I know the title says Junction Triangle, but people said turn left, so we turn left. Dale says James Joyce used to be packed on weekends. Yes, James Joyce and the Brunswick House and the Madison were always packed. You're welcome, Scorpion. There's a look to the west. Lloyd and McQuaid, don't you mean Long and McQuaid? No, they're still there over by Ossington. We walked past it earlier. This is Walmer Road. The massive condo straight ahead, that's One Bloor East. Any Beavertail restaurants? That's a good question. I only know of the one by Queen's Quay in front of the harbor front.
Oh, Sam.
Greg's closed. Yes, Greg's closed. Brandon Walks TO, $5 super chat. Thank you, Brandon Walks TO. It's always appreciated. And there's where Greg's Homemade Ice Cream used to be. That was their second location. Their original location was in a place across from the ROM where they had a creaky floor in their store. There also used to be a much different McDonald's down there. Rest in peace, Greg's Ice Cream. You planning on going down to the harbor front again soon? Maybe. That's definitely a place to go when the weather gets nice. I was down on the water last night and it was windy as hell. There's a look south down Spadina Avenue. So we are in, I haven't even mentioned the name of the neighborhood, but we are in the Annex. And this will take us over to Avenue Road, and then we'll be in Yorkville. It's kind of a familiar route for me. Thank you, Bevy. I might have a few more to still post.
Because they're all like.
And I'm thinking of tomorrow, maybe hopping on the bike and recording a cycling video. It's been a while since I've done one of those. So hopefully my tires haven't somehow blown, which sometimes happens when I leave my bike on the balcony for a long time. I go to put some air in the tires and find out one of the tubes is popped. So if that's not the case, maybe I'll get out and record a cycling video. I really don't have any excuses now with the weather nice and the streets nice and dry. Here's the old Roach Hotel. Jose Down Under, watching from Sydney, Australia. I used to live in North York, Toronto, missing the snow. Jose Down Under, thank you very much. From around the corner from Yankee Stadium, but go Blue Jays. Hey, it looks like you guys are going to have fans in your stands down south for Major League Baseball. That's good news. We might not even get to have the Blue Jays this year. And you guys are getting to have people in your stadiums. There's the Bata Shoe Museum. All right, Terratopia, have a good night. Here's an old Fox and the Fiddle, which was upgraded to a swanky The Fortunate Fox. Fox and the Fiddle is like a chain of pubs that's gone higher class over the recent years. Andy Wood says the Jays could play at Christie Pitts. That would be awesome. They don't really have the facilities there, though. You need to build some pretty high-tech locker rooms with all the fitness and medical equipment. I don't think that would be possible, but it would certainly be amazing if they at least did an exhibition game there. I just had to banish a troll. It's pretty good. We only had a couple of trolls tonight. This is St. George Street. Here's St. George Station. So the other week, we are in this area, and I came down Bedford Road and walked through the University of Toronto. Good night, Jennifer. What time are we at? Don't worry, Jax. I've gotten rid of them. We're at 6:08, so it's still relatively early. Angel, 449 euro super sticker from Angel. Thank you, Angel. Did anyone attend the SARS benefit concert in 03 with the Rolling Stones at Downsview Park? If they try to do that this year, they'll be all over the globe. What's up with these people riding their bikes on the sidewalk? Just once, I would like to see a cop ticket the heck out of all of these inconsiderate folks. Virtuous Vampire was at SARS. So here we are at Bedford Road. Ooh, my legs have had a workout tonight. I filmed 2 walk-in videos before I did this live stream, and I haven't really sat down and had a break yet. True Tech was the guy with the fold-up chair backpack thing. St. George Station, anyone? Say hi to Doug Ford. This is where John Tory lives. Doug Ford is out in Etobicoke. Do you track your steps? Yes, I have a Fitbit Versa 2. There's another look towards the CN Tower. Treat yourself to something really delicious tonight. How many steps today? I don't know. Here, I can find out though. Probably. Let me see here. I'm just going to check my step count. Lisa says, do your arms get tired? No, not really. This gimbal's not that heavy. Oh, my steps are not that high right now. Let's see if I can focus on that. 20,398. So by the time I get home and to Bloor, we're probably going to be somewhere around 28,000. And believe it or not, my average is over. It's around 24,000 in 2021. And I've definitely had those days, Danito, where I haven't logged that many steps. They pull the average down. Jax, thank you. We are. Yes, I think I am in the very end of the range that can claim their Gen X. Can you give an architecture? Can I critique the Michael Lee Chin crystal? Well, I don't want to block a car. I think it's kind of spiffy. Chris West, they better not extend. Our numbers are actually really good. They're not any most major North American cities. And most major North American cities are very much open. So we walked by a lot of patios setting up. And I will definitely be out joining them if they do open. There's McDee's. Nouvelle, you could say that. Harjot loves my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. Sorry if tomorrow's Stumbles video isn't the most interesting, but there will be a video on that channel. I don't know about live streaming on that channel. Looks like they're doing some work to the ROM. There's where Club Monaco is located. Scorpion 34. I tried to answer what I can. I mean, in terms of talking about the area I'm in and the buildings and the neighborhoods, that's what my regular videos are for. The live streams are more about interacting with you guys. If someone sends a super chat, I will absolutely read it out. But I will still keep the conversation going with as many people as I can. But I do feel bad because I definitely don't even read a third of the messages on here. And that's why people like Action VJ and Bevy are doing a good job, great job with the modding and are much appreciated. I don't know if Bevy gave me modding status. She probably doesn't want to. I'm quite the heavy hand when I have power. That's why you don't want me to be mayor. That's some good information, Maroof. Allie, you missed a lot. Bill, my Fitbit seems to be very consistent with what my Galaxy S20 FE clocks in for my steps. So unless they're both way off in the same manner, I don't, or maybe I just swing my arm naturally when I walk. I do hold it on my left wrist while I hold the gimbal with my right hand. Yes, we are in or along the Magic Mile. Although I am very much now focused on getting to Bloor Young Station. Yeah, there's definitely some fancy stores in this area. And I want to know what they're going to do with this building here. Because this is very much a purpose-built pottery barn. So who is going to take over this location? And are they going to throw up a new facade? What are they going to do? You've been watching from Lagos, Nigeria. That's a long ways away. There's Holt Renfrew for men. Opened up to fire a shot at Harry Rosen across the street.
They are pretty.
Dale says, let's hope the CCP does not take over everything. I think there's enough sentiment in Canada to ensure that that will not happen. Although I do think Trudeau's being a bit cowardly by ducking the genocide determination. Just an opinion, you can disagree with me, it's all good. Miriam, 5 Brazilian real. Thank you, Miriam. It's always appreciated, Miriam. You think Gap is gone for good? Yes, and Gap is gone from Queen Street West, although that location was redeveloping. True Tech would be the grooviest politician. as groovy as Bruce Campbell in Army of Darkness. There's Italy. They are definitely dying to reopen. That place was a money factory. Well, this is the Mink Mile, so it is a bit cleaner than, say, Yonge Street, but for the most part, having been to several big cities around the world, I would say Toronto is above average in cleanliness. Remember when the Gap and Abercrombie and American Eagle and all those stores were where it was at? I guess all the kiddies don't shop at those places anymore. There's Bay Street. I didn't even mention Bay Street. Italy is open, but the restaurant aspect of it is not open. Bill says 700 watching. Thank you, Bill. But I've logged a lot of miles on my feet the last few days, so we're going to call it a night when I get to Bloor Young. And there is the one going up, one of two super talls on Yonge Street. Toronto, despite having more high-rises consistently every single year under construction than New York City, hands down the most in North America, we don't have an actual super tall. You might consider the CN Tower to be one, but if you do, then we only have one, which is amazing. But now we're finally getting two going up at the same time, both on Yonge Street. So as a skyscraper buff, I am super looking forward to both of these. And thankfully, they are not generic glass condos that lack imagination. They're going to be fantastic looking buildings. Is there a stumbles tonight? Probably not. I'm probably gonna edit my videos for tomorrow and put my feet up and give myself a break. Stubrock says One Young is going to be 98 stories. This will be a Norman Foster. Ryan Rides asks, what is a super tall is a building over 300 meters or 1,000 feet. Originally, the Trump Tower was going to be, they had that stupid little spire that was going to extend up to over 1,000 feet to cheat on the height, but that got reduced in design revisions. There was also a tower by Harry Stinson called the Sapphire Tower that was supposed to be over 1,000, but that never came into fruition. And Harry Stinson was the guy who... I'm live streaming right now. Cheers. Cool. Stay safe. All right, so they knew who I was apparently. I think they said Johnny. Sometimes I don't know what to say to people when I get confronted. So welcome to Yonge and Bloor. The Sapphire had that big ugly ball on top. Yes, it did. Anyways, there will be, and I will be documenting the crap out of this thing when it goes up. Look forward to some Instagram photos, along with One Young down at the south end of Yonge. There's One Bloor West. That building sold out in like 2 seconds. Donito, 100 ARS. Unfortunately, I don't know what currency that is, Donito, but thank you very much for 100 ARS. Thanks for the views and the memories. Memories. We're making memories here. So guys, I'm going to wind the stream down. I'm going to grab a seat on this bench here. Vivian, you're very much welcome, and thank you for following along. This would have been a little bit confusing if you're following on your map early, but once I got down to Bloor and Lansdowne, it was pretty easy. Estelle says the photo you took yesterday, he said, hey, can I be in your vlog? I thought he said, Johnny, can I be in your vlog? Hello, Lewis. This is the first time I have sat down. I know some other live streamers sit down a whole lot and take a lot of frequent breaks during their streams, and for some reason I walk as fast as I pretty much can the entire time. Maybe I'm just a dummy, but there we go. I'm just gonna chill here for a few minutes and unpack my stuff and get ready to go down into the subway. So thank you to Bevy YHZ for modding. We all look forward to your next live stream, Bevy. Bevy? That's how tired I am. And I look forward to modding if I'm around. Thank you. Yes, Action Kid does stop for pee breaks. There's a look down Bloor Street East. You're very Beatlesque looking. But thank you guys. So I'm going to do what I did last night. We're going to sit here for a minute and just have some ASMR treatment, and then I'm going to hit the end button. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you, mods, for modding. Thank you for participating, or even those who just silently lurked. Thanks for all the super chats and super stickers. And I think I saw a PayPal roll in on my email as well, so thank you to whoever did that. All right, guys, I'm going to shut up now and just record for a minute in the quiet. So I will catch you on the next one. Have a good night. Sorry. And I said I wouldn't talk, and I ended up talking anyways, guys. I mean it. Have a good night.